Good morning, my friends. I am in a different Airbnb in Oaxaca City. Just woke up. This Airbnb is super cute. I'll give y'all a little tour in a minute, but first I need to go get coffee because nothing can happen without coffee. So let's go. Good morning, Oaxaca. Here is the outdoor space of the Airbnb. All right, friends, we are back with coffee. Thank the Lord that venture outside was a lot. I got lost a little bit, even though Oaxaca's city streets are very perpendicular, they're not twisty turny at all, but I think I got lost because I didn't have coffee. But I saw some cool things. This little city seems to be super cute. Update on my journey here. By the way, sorry if you can hear the fan in the background, and there's a lot of birds chirping right now. So yes, okay, so if you watched vlog number 2, you saw that I was suspecting that the CDMX airport was going to be a disaster, and it definitely was. I would say it wasn't a disaster in the sense that the flight was the flight was on time in the sense that I think we were scheduled to leave at 5:30. We took off around 5:45, so fairly on time. Oh my God, but navigating that airport was very confusing. Also, they didn't post the gate until 20 minutes before we had to board. And that was making me nervous because I was like, oh my God, what if I have to run across the entire airport? Pause, I think I'm gonna go outside. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, the CDMX airport, super unorganized. The flight was on time, but the actual boarding process was the most nonsensical thing I've ever seen in my life. No one knew what was going on. There were no lines, and I've taken flights in probably about, somewhere between 12 and 15 countries, okay? And I've been in airports where I don't speak the main language, right? But still I was able to manage, and once you do one airport, it's pretty easy to know, in general, when you go to an airport, what do you have to do? You have to check in, check your bag. If you have a bag to check, you have to go through security, and then you have to find your gate and then board, and get on the plane. So these 5 steps are somewhat universal, but it was just a very nonsensical place in my eyes, and one of the more difficult airports to navigate. If you are traveling in CDMX, I don't want to scare you, but if you've never taken a flight, especially maybe a domestic flight from CDMX into a different part of Mexico, if you're a first timer, I would suggest getting there a little bit on the earlier side, just because you're going to have to wade through some confusion. But now that I've done it once, I think I can definitely figure it out again. So no problem, really. I mean, it was fine. I got here. And from door to door, at 2:30, I walked out of my Airbnb in Condesa, Mexico City. And at 7:30, I arrived at this Airbnb in Oaxaca. So it was a 5-hour thing. So it was like fairly easy travel because the flight was only 1 hour. I somehow managed to get a row all to myself because I switched seats with someone's boyfriend because they wanted to sit by their boyfriend. And I was like, it's a 1 hour flight, but okay. That's my Venus in Capricorn. And now we're going to begin our 1 week in Oaxaca. I'm excited, but also I'm a little bit nervous because I already miss Mexico City. I didn't realize how much I had like fallen in love with Mexico City until I was about to leave for Oaxaca. And I was like, oh man, do I really want to go spend this week in Oaxaca? Like, maybe I would rather just stay in Mexico City and live my life. So, I don't know, I just really, really love it there in a lot of ways. It's such a cool city. And I'm bummed because when I booked this week in Oaxaca, I didn't realize that it is Pride this weekend in Mexico City. So that's like the weekend of like the 26th. And I'm like bummed because I'm like, fuck, like now I'm here and I'm missing Pride in Mexico City. That would have been so cool to go, you know? So I'm a little bit like, And also I'm thinking too, if you want to hear all my inner dialogue, Oaxaca so far is really beautiful and I'm excited to explore, but today is Tuesday, so I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have 6, and then I fly back to CDMX on Monday. So I technically have 6 days to be here, and I'm already thinking like I gave myself a little bit too much time here. I think I would have been content just doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and flying back to CDMX, but I could totally change my mind, you know? This is kind of like, I haven't even explored anything yet, so I could really fall in love with it too. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for listening to my solo traveler monologue. Cheers. And I think I'm gonna go back up to my room, which is right there. And I'm gonna answer some emails, post vlog number 2. I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to have 2 vlogs up, and I'm already making the 3rd. So I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. And then post that, answer some emails. I think I have to do some work in preparation for my tarot class starting this Sunday. And then my only thought is that I might want to go to the Basilica San Domingo. I think I'm saying it wrong. All right, we'll figure out what the famous basilica is in this town, and we're gonna go see it, okay? And then we'll see where else the wind takes me. Thanks, guys. found the cathedral. Hey guys, we finished breakfast. It was delicious. Now I am in front of this, I still don't know the name of it. Shame on me, I need to look it up. But I forgot that I left my mask and my jacket at home, which is a very short walk away. So I'm gonna go run back to my Airbnb, grab my mask, and come back here. It's a little bit of a gloomy, drizzly day here in Oaxaca, but it makes for good photography when it's a gloomy day. And also, there's not too many people in this square right now, which is good for me. But okay, look at this. There's like a real life quinceañera photo shoot going on in the square, and I'm like obsessed. Here, I'll show you guys. Guys, I'm so creepy. I'm obsessed with her dress. Like, okay, girl, slay. Slay this photo shoot. All right, friends, we're back at the Airbnb. Came back to get my mask to go back to San Domingo. Basilica San Domingo. There we go. I'm gonna take a quick water break and just chill out for a minute. I have to say, okay, so first impressions of Oaxaca this morning. Absolutely stunning, beautiful place. Like every turn you take in the city center, you run into some cathedral or basilica that's 1,000 years old, and you know it's very historic. That's what it's known for. Oaxaca City is known to be like a very like cultural, historic center of Mexico. However, some people in Mexico City actually, when I asked them like, is it safe? Like, is Oaxaca safe? A lot of them said, oh yeah, Oaxaca is very safe. It's actually a lot safer than Mexico City. And I was like, okay, that's good to hear, even though as a female solo traveler in Mexico City, I don't think I ever felt unsafe in Mexico City. You know, they say you got to be careful when taking an Uber in Mexico City, just because there's like scam artists who, you know, God forbid, like make some kind of fake Uber situation and kidnap you or whatever. But that's what I was like mainly worried about. But for the most part, I mean, I really did not feel safe, did not feel unsafe in Mexico City. Granted, I also was never out past 11 p.m., I don't think. I think the latest I ever got home was like, 11 p.m. So it's not like I was out till like 3 a.m. on the streets or anything, okay? But anyways, everybody told me Oaxaca is safer than Mexico City. You're gonna love it. And it's not that I feel unsafe here, but I feel way more visible as a traveler, tourist, visitor here. Because in Mexico City, it's such an international city. When people look at you, they don't know, they don't know where you're from. They don't know what language you speak. So many times in Mexico City, people would just start speaking Spanish to me, and I would be like, lo siento, poquito español. Like, people would make the assumption that I spoke Spanish and that perhaps I was Mexican or Latina, just because not that I'm saying I present in that way. However, from my understanding, different people all over Mexico look completely different, right? I mean, so I could very well be, a Mexican in Mexico City. They don't know, right? However, here, I feel very visible as a white Western traveler, and I can tell that it's a smaller city with a more concentrated amount of white Western English speaking tourists. Like last night I went to a Sicilian pizza restaurant, which, yeah, that's on me. You know, I go like, it's like my first night in Oaxaca. I am in the mood for pizza, but I had just gotten from the airport. I didn't want to go anywhere like far away. There was a pizza restaurant around the corner with really good reviews, and I was like, okay, bet. And I also there drank a mezcal cocktail. It was very good. It was like a mezcal pineapple margarita, but I'll pop a picture here. It had crickets on it. I didn't know I was ordering a drink with crickets on it, but I did drink it and it was delicious. Anyways, I walk into this restaurant last night, and I walk in and there's 3 English-speaking white travelers. I don't know where they're from, but maybe like European, in the corner. Then there's me, and then there's another female solo traveler, and you can totally tell like we're all visitors, so it's like only English speakers in this restaurant. And I was like, classic, like this is so embarrassing, like I'm like the white person visiting here, and I'm like showing up at the pizza restaurant with all the other white people, right? And then I thought someone like a Spanish speaking mother and daughter walked in, and I was like, oh great, okay, some locals are coming in. So this place is like not just like the white people having dinner. But then the mom actually started speaking English to me, and she was like, oh, are you staying at our Airbnb? I thought I saw you earlier. And I was like, no, I'm thinking like, oh, that must have been someone else. But she was clearly then not native to Mexico. Okay, like again, a traveler just had a much better Spanish vocabulary that I thought she was a native person. Okay, so there's that. And then just even walking around today, like I went to breakfast. The breakfast was really nice. They seated me at a long like picnic bench table with the other English speakers, you know, so it kind of feels like people can tell that I don't speak Spanish. I feel very visible as a visitor, and that sometimes leads me to feel not like unsafe, but I felt a little weird like vlogging on my camera in the really busy tourist areas. I'm like, oh God, like someone's gonna steal my phone. I feel a little bit more vulnerable, if that makes sense, but not unsafe, just slightly more vulnerable. So, however, here's where Oaxaca is like, what's the phrase? Hitting it out of the park. The shopping. This is the shopping I've been waiting for. Being in Mexico, like I got these like kind of little like handmade little wallet things, and I'm just like getting some stuff for myself and like souvenirs that I'm bringing home to like my friends and family, like these like cute little woven earrings. Wait, let me show you. Aren't those cute? Very cute. I'm gonna give these to a friend. These little like a little Frida keychain, very cute. And that's just for me. This little bracelet and this kind of fun little necklace that I'm gonna put on. But I also might buy like a woven rug and some pottery if I can find a safe way to transport it. So I gotta be careful because the shopping here is a lot cheaper, but also like exactly what I was looking for, like as a tourist, like to bring home to my friends and family. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Back to the Basilica, and we'll see what else the day has in store. I have not made it back to the cathedral yet, but I did make it to a taco place for lunch. I was oddly starving, so mucho gracias. I became oddly starving. Thank you, gracias. Like, I don't know, I had pancakes for breakfast. You would have thought that was filling, but this place is supposed to be one of the best taco places in Oaxaca City. We're back inside after a very rainy adventure. The tacos that I had for lunch, give them a 5.5 out of 10. They looked really good. Okay, here's what was good about that place. The quesadilla con queso Oaxaca, because Oaxaca is this like special cheese, was really good. The quesadilla was good. The taco that I ordered was the taco de pastor. And, you know, I had a taco de pastor in Mexico City. I found a place that was like it's the best taco you've ever had. And so I ordered taco de pastor at that taco place to see how it would compare, and it like didn't even compare. The meat was like a little bit tough, but then the salsas and like the pickled onions they had were like really good. So that's where that place was good. I'd be interested to go back and maybe try different flavors, because everybody says that's the best taco place in Oaxaca. Then I went to the Zocalo markets, and I wanted to get this type of sweatshirt. I'll show you what I got. I wanted to get this type of like sweatshirt. I believe the kids call them a drug rug. So I wanted to get myself this one. And then I was trying to find something for my brother. So I got also him this sweatshirt. And I think both of those were, to get both of those together, I think it was about $15 USD. So pretty good price. I tried to bargain with the guy. He wouldn't bargain with me. I was like, what the heck? Everybody told me in Oaxaca, it's good to bargain, especially when you're in the markets. And I feel like they were just like, oh, this gringa. Yeah, right. So I tried to get them both for $250, but 300 pesos it is. And now I've been out in the rain for a couple hours, so I'm going to take a break. I'm thinking about going on this free walking tour of the city at 5 o'clock, but I also have been walking in the rain like all day, so I don't know if I'm in the mood to walk in the rain again for a couple hours. So we'll see how hangry I am around like 4:45, and if I don't go today, I can always go another day. Hey guys, I'm at a vegan restaurant for dinner. Let's see how it is. I kind of feel bad about eating pork for lunch, even though I've been eating pork in Mexico. I don't typically eat pork, and I don't like to eat it unless it's like a really good cultural experience. So the fact that I ate mediocre pork today, it just doesn't, it's not sitting well with my consciousness. So alas, we are at a vegan restaurant, but I'm going to try their vegan mole, and mole is like the most famous dish in Oaxaca, so we'll see how it is. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, it's been a day. I'm ending this vlog. Got my first taste of Oaxaca mole for dinner, and we'll see what tomorrow has in store. I probably won't vlog tomorrow because I have 3 clients, and it'll probably be a pretty chill day because my clients will be my main priority. But who knows, if I do something fun, I'll film it, and I'll see you guys next time for more Oaxaca adventures. Thanks for watching.